Now, we've got new information that is emerging tonight about the kidnapping of a 5-year-old girl last month. The details are almost too much to stomach, but let's note off the top here, she is okay.
Yeah, and that's good news. We know she was found being held in her own home on June 30th by Detroit police, and that a 29-year-old man has been arrested. Let's get to Jason Colthorpe. He's live at Detroit Police headquarters tonight. And Jason, so neighbors are telling you the murder of her father actually led to her capture.
That's exactly right, Kim, and it's almost amazing what this 5-year-old girl has gone through in her short life. She was born with major health problems because she was a preemie. Months later, her mom died. Now her father is killed. Now, the Wayne County prosecutor very tight-lipped about who pulled the trigger and what led up to that murder, but the Detroit Police Department confirms to us a body was found inside their home, which means it appears that this girl was held against her will in her own home as her father's body laid at the front door, possibly for days.
I loved them. That little girl and her dad.
It's safe to say 5-year-old Maggie Rose Millsap makes quite an impression on just about everyone who meets her.
Because her red hair, I call her Gingy.
Carla Reeves and her daughter Darion would take her to the park every day, but not before her dad pop quizzed her.
He made sure she did 5 math problems and read a book before we could take her to the park. I love them so much.
But her world was shattered about 3 weeks ago. Neighbors say Maggie's father, Colby Millsap, was murdered in his doorway on Schaefer by the man who lived next door. He then held Maggie in her own house hostage.
She was in the house for 2 days with her dad's dead body.
On June 30th, neighbors heard her cries for help.
She got in the window and said, "The monster is coming to get me."
Police arrived around 10:30 p.m. and arrested D'Angelo Clemens.
She said, "Thanks for calling the police."
And rescued Maggie, who had this exchange with the officer who carried her out.
You know, I want to be when I grow up.
What do you want to be?
I want to be a policeman.
Oh, really? That's so awesome. They're so much fun.
Yeah.
While neighbors are celebrating Maggie being okay, they are still in mourning.
He needs to know that he hurt this little girl for the rest of her life.
Not only did he hurt her, he hurt us and whoever else loved that little girl, because now she doesn't have anybody.
Well, by the way, Maggie is now with her grandmother in Texas, at least for the time being. Now, the neighbors are in mourning also because there was another man murdered when all of this went down. A man that's known to the neighbors as Ghost was shot and killed in all of this. We don't know how it's connected yet, but neighbors say he was in his mid-30s, a military veteran who was about to ship off for another assignment in the coming days. A lot more to learn about this for sure. Back to you.
So many questions. So, Jason, is Clemens charged with murder at this point?
No, at this point, just kidnapping and child enticement. And as we say, as the investigation moves along, we expect to learn a lot more just about the death of her father and the death of this other man, which neighbors say are connected.
Yeah.
Back to you.
Certainly more to come. Okay. Jason, thank you.